We are celebrating and honoring Black History Month by diving deeper and looking into the lives of Black leaders and icons in Central Florida.
And when you're talking about the civil rights movement in our area, you have to tell the story of Harry T. and Harriette Moore. For 2 decades, the Brevard County couple fought for racial equality and voting rights. News 6's Nikki Zizaza explains how more than 70 years after their assassination, the community continues to preserve their memory and legacy.
This yellow replica home offers a glimpse into the life of Harry T. and Harriette Moore.
The whole family was involved.
A site on the grounds of the Harry T. and Harriette Moore Cultural Complex.
It happened right here on these grounds.
It's exactly where the couple's home stood when a bomb planted beneath their bedroom floor exploded on Christmas Eve, 1951.
They cut short his legacy.
A painful and, to some, an overlooked event in Central Florida's past.
Florida has a very unsavory history.
Fighting segregation and campaigning for justice, the Moores chose to settle in the small citrus-dependent town of Mims.
Obviously, he was a man of courage.
To say the Moores' work was dangerous does not begin to describe the risks they ran in the Jim Crow South.
Well, Harry T. Moore was the most hated Black man in the state of Florida.
And his activism cost him his job, the Brevard County School Board refusing to rehire the principal and his wife in 1946. Paving the way for him to become a full-time activist and founder of the Brevard branch of the NAACP.
He's just an ordinary man that said, I've had enough and I'm going to make a change.
Instrumental in getting Black Americans to vote more than a decade before the Voting Rights Act of 1965.
He understood the power of his pen and his voice. So he got over 116,000 Blacks registered, ready to vote.
However, it was Moore's challenges to racism and questioning of the Groveland rape case, many say, cemented his fate.
It wasn't that long ago that this happened.
After the bombing, many say could be heard 4 miles away. Neighbors drove them 30 miles away to Sanford, the closest hospital that would treat Black Americans. But when they arrived, he was dead. 9 days later, his wife was too.
There wasn't even a florist shop that would send flowers to Harry T. Moore's funeral. The flowers had to be shipped all the way from Miami.
Their murders never solved. Rumors swirled it was likely the work of the KKK. Justice, if it could be called that, never enforced.
There was a reluctance on the part of top officials in the FBI not to upset people in the South by going overboard to find the killers of this Negro organizer, as he was called.
Despite the Moores killers never being brought to justice, the bombing that day couldn't destroy their work that lives on today.
So people come here to vote. So they killed the man, but they didn't kill his dream.
Nikki Zizaza, Getting Results, News 6.
What an incredible story.
I didn't know that story, and when Nikki was talking about it, and it's just such a moving story that he would and his wife would sacrifice so much, and people not even wanting to send flowers. It just breaks your heart to hear that story.
It's just awful. But knowing that that is so close to us, it's important that we remember, and if you can, take your kids there and teach them about the history that happened right here.
So things like that don't happen again. And don't forget, you can learn much more about icons in the Black community in Central Florida on our website. Just head to clickorlando.com and search for the Black History Month tag under the Features tab. All right, let's take